Family, we back once again. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If you're just tuning in, we are looking at the Sade Robinson's trial. For the people who do not know what's going on, I just suggest for you to go to Tutti Uncensored, and it'll give you a background and catch you up to speed to where we're at. Right now, we're gonna look at the testimony of one of the people who found part of Sade at the beach, and then we're going to get into another person who found another piece of her. If you guys don't notice, she was scattered everywhere. Now they found legs, arms, torso. The only thing that they have never found so far would have been her head. Okay, it's so fucked up because when I'm looking at her picture, I just can't imagine somebody or anybody having a heart to do something like that. You got to be the most sadistic person in this fucking world. I just don't get it. But we finna jump into it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. So please be seated, state and spell your name for the record.
Angela Sawyer, Angela Sawyер.
Ms. Sawyer, I need you to scoot right up to that mic, please, and talk right into it. You're soft-spoken, and we need to hear what you say.
Okay.
State, please proceed.
Ms. Sawyer, do you remember the day of April 18th, 2024?
I do,
Why do you remember that day?
because I left work and went to the beach and found unusual.
I'm just gonna help you with your microphone. It's hard to project your voice, so I'm just gonna ask you to speak right into that.
Okay.
You were walking on the beach?
I left work and I went to the beach. Correct.
What beach?
I actually don't know the name. It's down on the South Milwaukee.
Okay, you were in South Milwaukee?
Correct.
Is this a beach that you frequently go to?
Yes. Did.
Did. Had you been there before?
Yes.
Do you remember the last time that you were there?
Yes.
When was that?
It was 2 days before, on the 16th.
On April 18th, you found something.
Correct.
What did you find?
I found part of a body,
Do you know what part?
the torso and the arm.
What did you do?
I called.
All right, just so so the torso would have been from the waist up to the neck, right? So they had all of this in one arm, but everything else gone, right? This lady, bro, Sheldon, I find a lot of shit. I do. But I cannot imagine being a human being and stumbling across some shit like that, bro. Like, it's no way that that shit will ever go away from your brain.
Called my partner first,
What's their name?
Shiloh Falk.
Can you spell that for us?
Shilohfalk.
Then what happened?
I waited for him to come and we called 911.
And where did you wait?
I waited by the body.
Did law enforcement come?
Yes.
And you
She is not, man. Oh my God, my heart breaks for her. She is gonna, she popped mini Xanax. She can't help it. You know what? I don't even, lady, I ain't even mad at you.
spoke to them
I did.
and showed them what you found.
Correct.
Do you remember what time of the day you described this as being after work? When was that?
I got off of work around between 6 and 6:30 a.m. I don't know what time it was because I didn't bring a phone or my watch. I mean, down to I didn't look.
And when
you testified that you had been there before, 2 days prior.
Correct.
You didn't notice this body part.
No.
Can you describe what the torso looked like?
I don't know how to describe it.
That's okay. Nothing further.
Cross?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Sawyer. State your next witness.
The state calls Deputy Laura Jerzinski.
Bro, the way that my brain works, I would have to live with the psychiatrist. Swear to God. The type of treatment that I would require, I could never go home. I would have to be with her, hands on. Facts. He had to do some evil shit. When they tried to ask this lady to describe it, Sade, the way her face, the way she just lost it, I can't even imagine what she's saying. All that is blowing me. Is that not? Am I too tipsy? Cause this shit is like 4K to me right now. I want motherfuckers like him to die. I'm so sorry, Lord, but you know he needs to.
Given this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you could please be seated, state and spell your name for the record.
Laura Jerzinski, LauraJarozynski
How are you employed?
with Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office.
What is your title?
A deputy.
How long have you been a deputy with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office?
5 years.
And were you, did you assist in the investigation into the disappearance of Sade Robinson in early April of 2024?
I did.
You had multiple roles in that investigation, fair to say?
Yes.
Did you do something in particular of note on Thursday, April 18th, 2024?
I did.
On that date, were you dispatched to a certain location?
I was.
Can you tell us where?
I believe it was 3305 Marina Road in South Milwaukee.
The city of South Milwaukee?
Yes.
Milwaukee County?
Yes.
State of Wisconsin?
Yes.
Okay. I have on the screen over here Exhibit 443. It's already been entered. It's our county map here, and I just want to orient us a little bit. If we go to the southeast corner, we've got Warnemont Park up here, right?
Yes.
You're aware that the leg was washed or found on the shores of Warnemont?
Correct.
Where is 3305 Marina Road in South Milwaukee in comparison to this?
Approximately 4.5 miles south.
Okay, so as I'm moving down here, you see where I'm circling South Milwaukee Yacht Club?
Yes.
Is it somewhere near there or around there?
Yes.
Okay, where exactly? Sorry if I haven't gone far enough.
It's right there.
It might be further south.
Okay. Not as far as Oak Creek though, correct?
Correct.
All right. So right a little south of the South Milwaukee Yacht Club?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And you said that's 4 and, did you say 4 or 4.5?
Approximately 4.5.
Okay. And when you got there, did you make contact with any citizen?
I did.
Who was that person?
Angela Sawyer.
Was that the woman who just left the courtroom?
I believe so, yes.
You know, I'm not trying to be funny and bring race into this, but you know what I mean. It's crazy how it just didn't seem like they pressed the best friend like they did the lady. Now I know the lady's traumatic because she found, you know, what she found and stuff, but it's like both of them witnesses is traumatized, and I just kind of felt like they just let her go ahead and go quick. Her testimony was mad quick, but the other girl, the best friend, it's like
Did
why
she
you?
guide you anywhere?
Yes.
Where to?
So I met her at like the fence at the top of the path, and then we walked down the paved path down to the shoreline, and then she pointed out along the shore where it was.
Is this like a public beach or what is this?
Yes, but at the time there was a fence closing it.
This was mid-April?
Yes.
Okay. What was the weather like?
Cold.
What time did you go there? I don't know if I asked that.
I think it was like 7:59 in the morning.
Okay. When you went down towards the shorefront, what'd you observe?
It was a torso with left arm still attached, but no head and no legs and no.
Hold on, what now?
What'd you observe?
It was a torso with left arm still attached, but no head and no legs and no right arm.
How was it laying?
Face down, or torso down.
What is the terrain like there? Is it rocky, grassy? What is it?
Sand.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. After viewing the torso, what did you do?
I contacted my captain, and then eventually we called the medical examiner.
At this point, you were April 18th. You were well aware that Sade Robinson had been not heard from since April 1st, right?
Correct.
And that a leg had been found in Warnemont Park, right?
Correct.
Additional remains found on the north side of Milwaukee.
Correct.
Was it your belief that those things were related to this torso?
Yes.
Did you take any steps to try to yourself identify who the torso belonged to?
I did.
And whether it belonged to Sade Robinson in particular?
Yes.
What information did you have that was going to help you do that at the time?
Previously, I had a picture of her fingernails painted.
How did you get that?
From her general manager at Pizza Shuttle.
Philip Wilder?
Yes.
I'm going to show you Exhibit 38. Is this the picture you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
Group 38 and that's published?
Any objection?
No.
38's received, go ahead.
I'm in utter disbelief. Anybody that can do some shit like this has no care in the world for humanity. And you know, it pisses me off that it's a motherfucker like him that we'll fund for the rest of his life. And I don't know about y'all, but these motherfuckers going to jail, they got it made. Then the motherfucker with jury on and Jay's. I mean, Tory Lanez had a motherfucking jury on when he got stabbed. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like jail is like the new camp to them, the new boys club. I don't want to pay for a nigga to be there. Nigga, I just feel like this type of shit, let's terminate this nigga. Like, period. I don't want to pay for no nigga like him to be housed and fed and shit.
This was a screenshot of a text, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Damn. I just got my nails done and somebody left Sharpie leaking in one of the cups and it messed up my nails. Piece of shuttle was paying to fix them. Damn.
Her fingernails were visible?
Yes.
text from her to Philip Wilder about getting her nails done, right?
Correct.
She wants a piece of shuttle to fix them.
Yes.
Were you able to view the fingernails on the torso and determine if they look like that?
I was.
And what you see?
That they matched entirely from the photo.
I'm going to show you exhibits 242 through 257.
What were the numbers again?
242 to 257.
Thank you.
Can you just look through those silently to yourself, take a moment, and then tell me if you know what they are?
And to be clear, we stipulate to all of these.
I'll move them in then.
Thank you. At this point, they are all received.
I can take those. Ask the phone.
Go right ahead.
I'm going to start with exhibit 242 here. All right, what are we looking at here?
That is the top of the paved pathway.
This is where you would have parked to go down towards that beach?
Correct.
243. What is that?
That's just inside the fence on the way down as well.
244, further down.
Further down.
And when you get to the bottom, it turns and we get to 245.
Yes.
And there's 3 individuals in front of you there, one wearing a medical examiner jacket, another deputy, and another woman, right?
Correct.
There's a group of people off in the distance. Would that be to the north?
The way the picture is, that would be, yes, to the north.
Okay, is that where the torso was?
Yes.
246. What is that?
That's just a clearer shot once you go down the few steps onto the beach.
All right, and the next photos are going to have the torso. 247.
Hold on, y'all.
Is that how it was found by Miss Sawyer, to your knowledge?
Correct.
I just want to make sure they ain't showing that because they didn't show it. I just want to make sure because I'm going to have to...
248.
They won't? Okay, cool. Scared because, they'll get me.
Both legs are dismembered.
Correct.
And her right arm?
Correct.
What about her head?
Dismembered.
What about her neck?
Dismembered.
249. That just looks north?
Yes.
Okay. From this photographer would be standing where the torso was found, essentially?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then 250, we're just looking south?
Yes.
251. This is how her hand was when you found it?
Correct.
Okay. And you were able to then, putting up 252, examine her nails a little more and compare them to the Philip Wilder photo that he sent you.
Correct.
Is this what you're talking about?
Yes.
You were aware that Sade Robinson had a tattoo on her chest as well?
I was.
And what was the tattoo?
It's a saying, sometimes you've got to fall before you fly. And there was a bird above it and a bird below it.
You had gotten pictures of Sade to view this tattoo yourself from Mr. Wilder as well? Or were those from somewhere else?
It was from her social media.
Okay. I've got exhibit 33 here.
I was about to say, listen, Ethan, I understand you doing this job, but why would Mr. Wilder have that picture? Shit, the fuck? Otherwise, we need to be goddamn pressing Mr. Wilder too. The fuck? I know they got to do their job. I can't deal. I couldn't do that. I couldn't be in the stands. I couldn't be in the jury. I'm getting kicked out. Cause that type of shit.
This is the phrase right here where I'm pointing.
Correct.
And she had a bird on her shoulder.
Correct.
And 34. A little better there, a little clearer, right?
Correct.
Okay. Exhibit 253.
Her poor mama.
Were you able to read the tattoo?
I was.
What part of her body are we looking at?
That is her right shoulder, right side of her chest.
That's the same tattoo from those photos?
Yes.
254. Tell us about her right breast.
It is cut off.
255. This would be looking from the top.
Yes.
Okay. And her head is gone.
Yes.
256. This be her opposite arm. Or leg.
It's hard for me to see from this angle.
Okay. And lastly, 257. You're able to see the tattoo.
Yes.
And it matches directly the tattoo on Sade's chest.
Correct.
Nothing else.
Cross.
No.
Thank you. You may step down.
We're about to get into the second part of another person finding her and stuff. Hold on 1 second. My heart breaks for her mother. This was not his first rodeo. That's why I'm about to really do a even bigger deep dive on the girl who went missing from the piece of shuttle beforehand. Because this nigga, you don't do stuff like this unless you had practice. It's no way. Wherever he was at, he had time to dismember this woman, bro. I mean, he was cutting off ligaments, literally using her own car to dispose of them. And the fact that he just mutilated her after the fact, he mutilated her so bad so police probably wouldn't even be able to tell if it was a violent rape or something that happened beforehand. You know what I mean? This nigga had to have the tools to do some of this type of shit. He cut off one of her breasts. I ain't even trying to be funny, shawty, but if you look at any of her pictures, you know what I mean? She was big breasted. This is fucking horrible, bro. We finna get into the other dude. This is fucking. My heart breaks for her family. My heart breaks for her mother, bro.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
If you could please be seated, state and spell your name for the record.
Name's Leon Martin, Leon Martin.
How are you employed?
Deputy Sheriff with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office.
Nah, he stole a uniform to come in the courtroom. What the fuck do you mean is he employed? Can y'all stop dicking around with the questions? Like, for real? And make it make fucking sense?
How long have you worked for the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office?
4 years.
You assigned to patrol, basically?
Yes, sir.
All right. Were you working back on April 2nd, 2024?
I was.
And what was your shift that day?
Second shift patrol.
What is second shift out in hours?
2 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay. Around 5:30 in the evening that day, were you dispatched to a call for service at Warnemont Park?
I was.
Is that at or near 5400 South Lake Drive in the city of Cudahy, Milwaukee County?
That's correct.
What was the nature of the call you were responding to?
There was a report of a possible human leg found on the beach at Warnemont Park.
And that was information conveyed to you by dispatch? So
Correct.
essentially you know what you're going
Correct.
towards. Okay. When you arrived on scene, were there other law enforcement already there?
There was.
Members of the Cudahy Police Department?
Yep.
Okay. What did you do when you got there?
I walked down. Initially, I parked at the top of the hill that leads down to the pump house. Was directed down the hill by other members of the Cudahy Police Department. Walked down the hill and was kind of flagged over to the area where police officers from Cudahy Police Department were already there.
This area that you walked down to would have been the pump house that is on the shores of Lake Michigan.
That's correct.
When you got down there, were you guided to where this body part was recovered?
I was.
And were you wearing a body cam at the time?
I was.
I'm going to have you take a look to your right if you can. On the screen here, I have what's marked as exhibit number 10. Do you recognize that?
I'll stipulate that's his body cam.
I'll play a clip from this first. This is exhibit number 10. The video is titled SUSP-5 Martin. I'm going to play a short clip here. All right, I paused it at 8 seconds, started it at 0. Can you orient us right now? Where are we?
So we're at the bottom of the hill right now. I'm facing north, looking down towards the beach.
All right, and on the left side, there is that steep cliff embankment. If you went up on the top of that, that's where the park would be, correct?
Correct.
You are at the end of the service road here?
Yes.
And did you have to climb down anything to get to the location where this video picked up?
I did. There was large tree branches and like other foliage and whatnot that was in the way.
Not somewhere a vehicle could get to, fair?
Correct.
But you indicated earlier that you had walked down the service road, and at the end of the service road, what's there?
There's like a barrier, like a traffic barrier, and then the lake is there. So it's like a roundabout, so you can turn around and drive back up the hill.
So vehicles can essentially get all the way down to essentially the shoreline, but could not get down to where you are right now in this video.
That's correct.
What do you have to do to get down to where you are in this video?
I had to climb over a couple of large trees and just other like rocks and whatnot.
That's how you know this wasn't his first rodeo. Because when you're talking about, when you look at the time stamps, and trust me, tomorrow when we get up, we going through the maps. Because see, they ain't telling me enough. I need to see vividly what those addresses was, so I can formulate exactly where to go. Now, I've been listening very well, and I know she didn't live that far from the pizza shop. So some of the Life 360, I can already tell when she left, this pizza shop and went home. But we get into them other things because this nigga was familiar with the areas very well. I do think that there's other victims. I really wish that, I hope that they look up at a lot of missing women around Milwaukee, because I promise you that there's somebody probably gone that he belongs to. I swear.
And how far did you have to walk to get to the leg?
That was about estimated.
Why you got to
probably
say it
about
like
100
that?
to 150 yards.
Where I have this video paused, you're basically at the start of that walk. Is that fair to say?
That's correct.
Oh.
I mean, I think I see two people down the beach, and that's probably where the leg had to been found. But why he had to say it like that? But I'm pretty sure where them other people are. But if you see where they are, right? But at the same time, could he had? I'm not trying to be funny, y'all. But could he have threw the leg off the top? Because we do know that that's a park there. And we also know that he went to the golf course and some other place. Could he have flung it? Or do you think that he would have had to walk it? See, it's really hard to see here. But he's making it seem like there's no way you could have walked down that embankment. So, I mean, he would have had to go down there, right? This is fucking insane.
Okay. I'm going to play it until 4:10. And there's no audio right now. When does the audio pick up?
Because he necessarily didn't have to go down.
Because that's how your body cameras work?
Correct. When you activate your body cam, it plays 30 seconds before you actually activate it.
Thank you.
I just don't really like the terminology. It was washed up, because that means that it had to been out and come back to sea. It seemed like to me he just was throwing them. That is like she was trash, dog. Yo, I'ma write every black man in Milwaukee in jail. I'm finna become their pen pals. All I gotta probably do is go on TikTok. The motherfuckers be on TikTok all night. It's nowhere in the world that this man should be getting his ass dismembered every day in jail. Every day he should lose a ligament. Swear to God.
I just cleaned my boots too, dude. Man.
You pissing me off. You talking about some goddamn boots walking to a leg, a lonely leg. For real? Boots important? Police officers make me sick. I'm so sorry. I get it's a job, but goddamn. Yeah, I want a seat up there. Yeah, he didn't come down there. He walked on that park and just threw that. He just threw it. That late at night ain't no way. They ain't gonna show the leg, is they? Did anybody see this? I can't see. They can't have YouTube in the. They ain't gonna show no leg, is they?
So, man.
So, this is Evan Millie's. We've dealt with him before.
Okay.
Mostly good guy.
I be nervous, man.
He's gotten in this trouble a couple times, but good dude.
Okay.
So they walked down the S curve from Sheridan. Started walking south just for fun. Mostly good guy.
So, man.
So this is Evan Millie's. We've dealt with him before. Sometimes mostly good guy. He's gotten in this trouble a couple times, but good dude.
Okay.
So they walked down the S curve from Sheridan. Started walking south just for fun, rough day on the beach. As they were walking, see that leg right there?
Yeah.
Said that it was up about approximately where the end of that stick, branch is.
Like the bushes right
there. Yeah, bushes, said that they saw it up
So
there.
it's like up on the hill, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
So said that him and his buddy, who's in my squad right now, walked out, called us. And then when he came back, it was about, I don't know, maybe 7 feet. 7 feet east. I moved it just for evidence purposes.
Okay, so they just swept away?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I documented it well on body cam with different angles of where it was.
Okay, cool. Alright, we gotta... What's your name again, bud?
Evan.
Evan? Okay, Evan. How long were you out here?
About probably an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Okay. Usually coming?
Now see where the lady was. Now the lady found what she found. It's a little bit farther north of here. This is where they found the leg. Where the lady, from what I've seen, where the lady found the torso is more of a place where people can walk near the shoreline. Somewhere I think that people be walking their dogs and things like that. Now this was a place, so it's kind of probably a little bit close to there, but I think this is a park. And where that lady is, I think it was a golf course over there. And you know how they have like the cribs that you can stay, you living around a golf course. So I think it's a little bit set up different how they found it. But yeah, it was just down some. You know what I mean? But still, it's still crazy as fuck.
This way?
Yeah.
Yeah? The first time you seen anything here?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's the first time you seen anything like this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Alright, Evan. Just hang tight. Don't go anywhere, okay?
Yeah.
Evan about to go home and get fucked up. Evan, and listen, you can tell he a tweaker. That nigga wasn't expecting to see no shit like this. This man might stop doing dope after this, boy. Swear to God, after the day though, because Ethan looked like he just want to go home and hit the bong bad. You know he texted. I think I would have been texting a plug from the beach. Oh Lord, I would have fainted, bro. Shouted like it's a lot of things that we gonna probably like stumble upon, but you not trying. Like, bro, I think it's weird when you see mannequin hanging around the store. It's weird to me. But like, can you imagine? And I guarantee you, it's cold out there. They was probably already out there getting high. So it's like, bro, can you imagine being high as fuck and you find a leg? I mean, this shit don't even sound right out loud.
All right, hang on, Evan. I'm gonna talk to you some more, okay?
I would faint. I would be no good to life. Cause every time I close my eyes, that would be all I see. I would probably have to be on so many type of volumes. Now, are they getting close? Okay, cause I don't. My nerves badder than a motherfucker.
The water pump ways and he called us.
Paused your body camera at 4:09. The object's right here. That's the length, correct?
Correct.
Now, as we were watching that video,
No, I ain't pooting at all. Shit, you'll hear when I get nervous, you'll hear my honk. What I'm over here doing, I'm listening to the testimony, but I'm really trying to like shake Martin. I'm hearing Martin from Bad Boys, and I really wish it would erase from my brain. See, this is what my shit do. See, I get high, and all I keep hearing Martin is saying what he say. And y'all know the part I'm talking about. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. Y'all ain't sending me to hell. But that's what I keep hearing. I'm not even fucking holding you. I'm going to shut up. Lord help me.
you're able to see the waves there were pretty violent. Is that fair to say?
I can't help it,
It was
NJ.
a rainy day.
It was.
Did you observe any blood or any kind of thing like that near the leg?
I did not.
Or near the area where he had originally indicated the leg was found?
That's correct. There
I
was
just
no
don't
blood
like how
around
they
the
keep
area
saying
or
leg
on the
like
hill where it
this.
was initially found at.
What did you observe about the leg when you saw it?
The toenails were painted with pink nail polish. Based on the size of the leg, I could estimate that the person that the leg came from was rather short. The leg didn't appear to be decomposing in any type of way. So I was estimating that it had been placed there relatively, short time ago.
The other member of the sheriff's department that we saw in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the person you first talked to, that was Officer DeSmet, correct?
Correct.
The other member of the sheriff's department, who was that?
That's Deputy Michael Krieger.
Did you and Deputy Krieger canvass the scene or search the scene?
We did.
What did you find?
Nothing else of evidentiary value.
No other body parts, correct?
That's correct.
Was the medical examiner's office called to the scene?
They were.
Did they come?
They did.
Did they take possession of the leg?
They did.
Throughout that time, were there other members of your department who responded as well?
There were.
Did you search other areas, not just on the shoreline that we were watching on that video, but other areas of the park as well?
That's correct. At the top of the bluff that was on the left side of...
See, thank you. I'm happy somebody else is saying it. Because I don't like how they just keep saying the leg like that. You know what I mean? It was a person. Just say Sade's leg. Can you humanize this? Because it's pissing me off, bro.
The video, it's a wooded area. Myself and multiple detectives and other MCSO personnel searched the wooded area and didn't find anything else.
I have no other questions.
Cross?
Good morning, officer.
Morning.
So I just want to make sure I understand from where the parking lot is to the beach. So you said it's kind of like a wooded area?
Not necessarily. There's a steep slope, like a driveway to access the Warmount Pump House. It's not necessarily a parking lot. It's just a service road that leads down to the pump house.
Okay, so to get from like the parking lot where the pump house is to the beach, is that flat or is it slanted or what's the terrain look like?
So it's like deteriorated from time and weather. So it's a steep hill that kind of goes down.
Okay, so it goes from parking lot, steep hill to the beach.
Correct.
And we could see on the video, it looks like the beach is quite small.
It is.
It's basically cliff, a little landing space, and then the water.
That's correct.
Is it always like that, or do you not know?
I'm not too familiar with that particular beach. That was my first time actually being on that portion of the beach.
Okay, and you said that you didn't.
My only thing is, like, was they not there when they just played the video? I mean, we seen it, right? Then we all see the slope and shit. I mean, why? He act like he just got there.
Observe any blood or anything?
That's correct.
Did you observe any drag marks as like a body was dragged?
I did not.
Nigga, why would a body be dragged? Huh? The fuck? How would it be like a body was dragged? Seriously, it's a leg there. Like, see, this is the part that, even if it's as a witness, I fuck up the case.
Did you
I fuck up the case.
You said you didn't locate any evidence of evidentiary value?
That's correct.
So you didn't find like a saw?
No.
You didn't find an axe?
No.
Or any sort of knife?
That's correct.
And it looks like you're walking through. It's a pretty muddy area. It looks like it's made of maybe like clay.
Yeah, or mud or like sand and whatnot. It's not like a normal beach, like Bradford Beach or whatnot.
Okay. I have nothing further.
State?
Nothing else.
Thank you, Deputy.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, we might be able to get into one more because I'm just, everybody on the defense here pisses me off. From his to the first motherfucker. You dig what I mean? Like, I don't like a lot of these people. Straight up. I'm so sorry. Y'all stay tuned, man.